Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the homework or show you how to graph using the new graph tool with the section 2.5 homework. So this is number one. Let me hit a similar question so we can actually see this actually worked. So the basic thing is you're going to have to describe or give the transformations of the given function. And remember, a transformation could be a shift left or right, or a shift up or down, or a reflection. And so here inside the parentheses, it's telling us a shift. And since it's x minus 8, that's a shift to the right, because anytime it's inside the parentheses, it's opposite of what you see here. So when you see a negative 8, you're actually going to go to the right 8 units. So I noticed that they have all our transformations here. So there are two of them that say right, a shift right, 8 units on both of these. But then they have reflect across the y-axis and reflect across the x-axis. And this negative out in front, since it's not in the parentheses, is out in front, that's going to be a shift or a reflection about the x-axis. So D is a shift right 8 units, and it reflects across the x-axis. So that would be the correct transformation. And now they're going to ask us, what does the graph start with? We're starting with the graph f of x equals x squared. So I'm going to put x, not squared, cubed, sorry, x to the third power. And so we're going to click that because there's a 3 up here. That's how I know it was x to the third power. And now we want to do the graph part. And this is the part that's a little tricky for a lot of people. So I'm going to click to enlarge the graph first so I have a bigger coordinate plane. And then I'm going to start, since I'm dealing with x to the third power, that's the parent graph, I'm going to start with using this tool here, that squiggle graph or snake graph. That is your cubic function. Now, it doesn't matter where you click on the graph, it's going to pop this box up. And this box is actually what's going to graph it for you. So since we shifted 8 units to the right, that is a shift. Left to right is a horizontal shift. So I'm going to use my horizontal shift tool, and I'm going to go over to the right 8 units. And that's going to shift it for me on the graph. I don't have to do anything else. So remember, we had a shift left or right, and we had a reflection. The reflection was about the x-axis, so I'm going to click the box that says reflect over the x-axis. And that flips the graph on the coordinate plane. You don't have to do anything yourself. Don't worry about any of this horizontal or vertical stretch or shrink. That's not have anything to do with our graph. And a vertical shift would be a shift up or down. So we don't have any shifting up or down, or it would have a plus or a minus on the outside over here. So we just had a horizontal shift to the right, 8 units, and a reflection about the x-axis. Now when I click off of here, it's already got it graphed for me. I can save it and check my answer. And that's all you have to do a graph for your homework.